The UAE is making massive strides in the world of healthcare. And today we are at Burjeel Hospital in Al Quoz to speak to a healthcare hero. He's an Emirati who is doing amazing work when it comes to the treatment, the curing and the prevention of cancer right here in the UAE. We're going to be speaking to Dr. Ajlan Al-Zaki. Today we are talking about heroes in the healthcare sector, and today we are going to be speaking to Dr. Ajlan Al-Zaki, Director of Hematology, Oncology and Cellular Therapy Center. I've had a look into your research, and this is something very exciting, not just for Burjeel, but for the UAE as a whole. It's CAR T cell therapy. Can you tell me a little bit more about what that is and who it would help?
So CAR T cell therapy stands for chimeric antigen receptor T cell therapy. It's a form of cancer therapy that uses the patient's own immune systems to target cancer cells. So the idea is that the immune cells, or the white blood cells, lymphocytes, are harvested from the patient and they're modified outside of the body. They're re-engineered to express a target or a receptor that then will localize to the cancer cell once reinfused into the body.
So in layman's terms, is this a cure for cancer, or is that a way of detecting it early and maybe fighting against it?
Right. So in 2017, we had 2 approvals for CAR T cell therapy, one for pediatric leukemia and one for adult lymphoma. So this is another treatment, another arsenal in the weaponry for the fight against cancer for specific subtypes of cancer. And so mainly at this point, we're using it to target hematological malignancies, blood cancers. The idea is that patients who had seen multiple lines of chemotherapy then revert to using something like CAR T cell therapy. And it can be a curative treatment for some patients, but of course not all.
Dr. Ajlan, you are a UAE success story doing research on brand new technologies in the world of healthcare. What would you say to young Emiratis and young residents?
Not to be afraid of taking the path less traveled. I mean, you never know what may lay ahead, and the rewards will highly outweigh the risks if you take the path less traveled. I think it's really okay to dream big and to have good ambitions, because that's what keeps us going and moving forward. And so the other thing is, not to be afraid of failure. In my own personal experience, I see failure as an opportunity to learn how to be more successful. We learn from our failures. And if we don't fail, we really have limited opportunity to grow.
Absolutely. Since you first became a student of medicine, how have you seen the infrastructure changing in the UAE since you've been back?
Yeah, I mean, the infrastructure has changed significantly. I mean, we have world-class institutions across the UAE. I mean, physicians from all over the world coming to the UAE to practice, exchanging ideas, pharma coming into the UAE, engaging with clinicians and researchers on developing clinical trials, universities bringing proposals of scientific discoveries, genetic mutations, and so forth, and so on and so forth. And so I think that the climate has significantly changed from just a clinical service to this academic clinical research kind of hub, which is really fascinating and a really excellent time to be in the UAE.
Absolutely. And just finally, I wanted to ask, how is it being with Burjeel? I think your first job since coming back to the United Arab Emirates, since being abroad. How is it being here?
It's been great. I mean, the reason why I went into medicine was because I wanted to deal directly with patients. I really enjoy the patient-doctor relationship. It's a very sacred bond that I think is unlike any other profession out there, and that's just my personal bias. And so from the ground, starting, when I joined Burjeel, the environment has been, really exciting and very supportive for me returning to the UAE. And I'm very happy to be in a place like Burjeel that supports this kind of vision.
And we're very happy to have you back. Dr. Ajlan, thank you so much for being on DXB today.
Thank you for
Well, there you go, the UAE taking massive strides, not just when it comes to the treatment of cancers, but also when it comes to healthcare research, which is going to benefit us and the world as a whole.